children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well, studying well, listening and obeying your parents and teachers as well. So children, isn't science a lot of fun? We get to learn about so many things around us, animals, living organisms, and also about the universe, isn't it? So children, now we are going to talk about ourselves in this chapter called the bones and muscles. These are the parts that are present inside our body, okay, and these are the parts which help us to do many activities. All right. So the planner says we are going to talk about the bones, we are going to talk about muscles, exercising and posture, and also about the internal organs that are situated inside our body. All right. So now let's relate. All these activities are good for your bones. The first one is the boy is playing running. The third, the girl is skipping. Okay, so our body is like a things like walking, running, jumping, and because of our bones and muscles. Now they give us the strength and they help us to do all these activities like walking, running, jumping, pulling, any activity that is involved. All right, even for that matter, even sitting, standing, everything is dependent on our bones and on our muscles. All right, so our bodies are different because of our size. Activities like walk, run, ride, etc. Now these movements are done by bones and muscles. The human body is made up of bones and muscles which are covered by the skin. So these bones and muscles are inside our body. Okay, so from outside we all are different. Our size is different, our shape is different, the way we look is different, our complexion, everything is different. But inside our body, okay, the bones and muscles and where they are situated is all the same for everyone. Okay, so children, these bones are inside our body. The sense organ, skin, okay, and that is why it is the longest sense organ of our body, because it is all over our body. Okay, so let's talk about bones first. So all the bones in our body are joined together to form a frame that gives shape to our body. This is called the skeleton. It also protects the internal organs of our body like brain, heart, lungs, stomach, etc. So if you look at this picture here, it is of the human skeleton. And what is this human skeleton made up of? It is made up of bones. Now these bones, when they are joined together, okay, they give the shape to our body. All right. So they also protect our internal organs. Okay, so internal organs are there, like the heart is there, there is lungs, there is brain, there is stomach, kidneys. So these are all our internal organs. Okay, there are more which are protected by these bones. Okay, so our body, every human body has 206 bones. They are the hard part of the body. The place in our body where two or more bones join together is called a joint. Okay. Now everywhere, okay, in our body there are bones, and these are actually very hard structures. Now some places there are two bones which are joined together. Okay. Now this place where they are joined together is known as the joint. Okay. Now these joints, they help us to sit, stand, fold our hands. Okay. So many of these joints enable the bones to move or bend. Okay. So like when you bend, when you sit, you are bending your knees. When you are standing, your knees are straight. So these are certain activities which are helped by the joints. So there is an elbow joint. Okay, in between the upper arm and the lower arm, there is this elbow joint. Okay, then there is the wrist joint, which is in between our hand, okay, the palm and the lower arm. Okay, then you have the knee joint, you have the ankle joint near our foot. okay, and then you have the neck joint which connects our head to our body, okay. Now, fact check. When we were babies, we have more bones in the body than the adults, okay. So, we have around 300 bones when we are babies. As we grow up, some of the bones fuse together to form one bone. So, fuse together as in they join together to form one bone, okay. Now, act on. Feel the joints in your fingers, knee and elbow. Feel them and name some other joints in your body where bones can move. So, this is the activity that you have to do. You rotate your hand around that area, or you just keep your finger around that area and feel the joints, okay, and talk about it or write about it. Alright, now let's talk about muscles. Muscles are attached to the bones and they make bones to move, okay. They help the bones to move. Bones can't move on their own. So, only when the muscles give the strength to the bones to move, they move, okay. There are around 650 muscles in our body. They are attached to the bones all around. The more we use our muscles, the stronger they become. If we do not use our muscles, we can become fat and lazy. Now, this soft and fleshy area which is under your skin is the muscle, which protect and which give the bones the strength, okay. Now, bones and muscles, they all like cricketer, bowl and weightlifter, okay. So, if you look at the cricketer, the bowlers and the weightlifter, they lift weights with the help of their bones and muscles. So, these bones and muscles, they help us to do everything that we do on a daily basis, okay, all the activities, be it playing, be it sitting, standing, lifting weight, buying things and carrying them, everything is done by the bones and the muscles. So, we can do all these things only if we have strong bones and muscles, okay. And on your left upper arm, okay. What you need to do? You take your right hand, keep it on your left arm, okay, and then stretch the left arm, okay, stretch it, and then you have to bend it. You will feel the muscles, okay. Now, let's talk about how do we make our bones and muscles strong. Apart from eating good food, we have to do exercises also. We have to work upon our posture as well, okay. So, regular exercise can build strong muscles and bones. Running, skipping, cycling and yoga. Exercises. We must do exercise to keep our body fit. Okay, so if you can do any exercise, okay, that can involve jogging, it can involve walking, it can involve yoga, okay, and then basic cycling exercises and all that thing you can do, okay. So, what is a posture? Posture is the position in which we move, we sit, stand, walk or work. It is also very important to have a correct posture to, okay. So, your back straight, otherwise in long term it will cause back problems, okay. Similarly, while walking also you have to walk straight, okay, you should not bend while walking, alright, fine. Now, incorrect posture, it will spoil the shape of our muscles, okay. So, we must maintain a good posture to be fit At the same time, to look smart also. Imagine if you are, putting a lot of strain on your back muscles while walking and all, you're bending and walking, how would you look? But if you walk straight, you will look more smarter and confident as well, all right? So, let's talk about the sitting posture, okay? Keep your back straight and chest up. Never bend your shoulders, okay? Standing posture. Keep back straight and chest out and chin in, okay? That means your chin has to go in, all right? Now, let's talk about the walking posture. Walk with back straight and head up. Walk with free knees and ankles. Also, swing your arms freely. So, the way you walk, okay, do not put lot of strain on your knees or your ankles and all, just walk freely. Arms also. The movement of arms also, help in the speed of your walking. Okay, fine. Now, let's talk about the organs that are playing a major okay. So, the inner body parts. So, now let's talk about our internal organs. The inner body to perform. So, all these parts of our body, they perform some or the other function. Like our external body parts, I am sure you all know, like the to perform. Okay. So, let's start with the brain. Command from our brain. Okay. Next is the so the blood circulation happens from the heart, your body. Then helps us to digest the food that we eat. So, whatever we eat gets digested in the stomach. Okay. Now, act on. Name any 5 actions that you do with the help of your body in your daily routine. So, you have to mention about anything that you do with the help of your body on, on a day-to-day basis. All right, children, so I hope that you followed this chapter. Let's do a quick run through the gist of the chapter. The human body is made of bones and muscles, okay, which are covered by the skin. The bones of our body, they form a framework. Now, this framework is called skeleton. Our body has how many bones? 206 bones. And what do? They protect the internal organs, okay. The place where 2 or more bones join together is called a joint. Muscles, they make bones to move, okay, and are under the skin. There are around 650 muscles in our body. Healthy food, regular exercise and correct posture, they make our bones and muscles strong. The body parts or organs present inside our body are called the internal organs. Alright, now let's look at the new terms that we've learnt in this chapter through this term bag. Complexion. What do you understand by complexion? Complexion means the appearance and the color. A dark complexion or a fair complexion, that means the color of is what we talk about. Okay. Now, posture. Posture option. Dash gives shape to the body. What? Skin, bone or muscles? It's the bones. Okay. Bones are the ones that give the shape to the They are covered by what? Joints, organs or skin? Skin. Okay. The number of muscles in our body is 650, 750. To breathe, stomach, lungs or heart. Okay, and that is the reason why in order to keep our lungs fit, we have to do the breathing exercises like inhaling and exhaling. Okay, now let's fill in the blanks using the given words. Okay, the movements are done by bones and muscles. Okay, now what protects the internal organs? The skeleton. Okay, inside the skeleton are the internal organs that are situated. Dash enables the bones to move or bend. The joints. Regular exercise can build strong muscles and bones. Walk with free knees and anklets. Okay, so children, follow these things and you will have a very good body. Okay, fit body, and you will look smart as well. Okay, now write T for true and F for false statements. We all have same body. Is it true or false? It is true. We have the same body. We may look different. We may have different shape and sizes. Okay. Skeleton protects the internal organs. True. Bones can move on their own. Yes, true. They can move on their own, but only on the command that we give. Okay. Bones and muscles become weak when we do exercise. False. They become strong. Okay. Of the body, soft and fleshy, and correct posture means to keep our back straight. Alright. Now answer the following questions. How are bones and muscles useful? Bones and muscles help us in our day-to-day activity to move, to bend, to sit, to walk, to run, everything. Okay. Okay. What is a skeleton? Skeleton is the place where or the framework where the bones and joints are joined together, okay, to protect the internal organs. What is a joint? Joint is where there are two bones that are joining together. Okay, joint is the place where two bones join together. What happens if we don't use our muscles? If we don't use our muscles, we will become lazy and fat. Okay. How can we make our muscles and bones strong? We can make our muscles and bones strong through exercise, through good food and through good posture. How does a good posture help us? Write the posture we should have while sitting, standing and walking. So, you have to talk about this posture that you need to maintain at all time. Posture is the position of your body. So, mostly in all the type of activities that you need to do is you have to keep your back straight. Okay, you have to keep your chest out, chin up. So, depending on the type of activity you are doing, like when you are sitting, standing or walking, you have to write the postures that you need to maintain. Okay. Now, let us move on to the fun zone. Make a chart on healthy foods for strong muscles and bones. Collect as many pictures as you can and paste them in your scrapbook. So, you have to make a chart of healthy food. Clear? Now, field activity. Yoga and exercises make our body strong and calm our mind. Do yoga with your parents or teachers. Also encourage your friends and neighbors to do that. Alright, so children, do inculcate doing yoga as a day-to-day routine of yours. Okay. Now, life skills and values. One of your friends eats fruits and drinks milk. He or she also enjoys doing regular exercise in park. Another friend eats junk food and watches TV or plays video games whole day. Who will be healthier friend? Why and how can you help your other friend? So, children, now that you have the knowledge about the bones and muscles, based on that, you have to differentiate which is the friend who is going to suffer. The friend who eats junk food, the friend who does not do exercises, watches TV and plays video game. Okay. So, and then now you have to tell the benefits of moving around, alright, and eating good food. Okay. So, hustle and bustle. Mr. Bone has lost his bones. Can you help him? By drawing the missing bones. So, now look at the skeleton that we've already seen and accordingly draw this picture, alright. But before you draw this picture, you need to quickly run through the chapter, okay. Answer all the exercises if you have not done it so far, and then get on to these activities. So, get going, children.